In a medical malpractice case, if you take photographs of your injury, why do we have to share those photographs with the defense attorney? You want to know the answer? Come join me on this walk as I share with you the answer to that question. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney. All right, you brought a lawsuit against your doctor claiming that he was careless and that his carelessness caused you significant harm and injury. As you are trying to recuperate, you are taking lots of photographs. You want to document exactly what injuries you have. You want to document exactly what they look like because you know that over time, those injuries are going to heal up. You know that the scars that you have will ultimately heal up so that they won't look as bad as they do now. So now you take pictures one day after the next, and those pictures are all on your phone. And then you download them to your computer. Okay. During the course of your lawsuit, you tell your attorney that you have hundreds of pictures of your injuries. And the first thing your attorney says is, okay, you have to save them. Either you send them to me and we will print them out, or you print them out and get me copies. And what you do is, you give them a thumb drive with all the copies of the pictures on them, and now you send it over to your attorney. Why does your attorney not just put it in his file? Why does he have to make copies of them, or make a copy of that thumb drive, and now send a copy over to the defense attorney? I'll tell you why. Because if you intend on showing the severity of your injuries at the time of your trial, the defense has an opportunity to see those pictures before you ever try to introduce them at trial. If you have not disclosed those photographs, and now your attorney tries to get them into evidence, you know what the judge is going to do? The judge is going to say, sorry, counselor, since you did not turn over those pictures to your opponent, there is no way you are going to now show them to the jury. So you lost that opportunity. So really, if you intend on showing those pictures at the time of trial, it is wise, it is required, in fact, that you go ahead and disclose copies of those to the defense. Let me share another tip with you that explains why it's beneficial to exchange those photographs way before trial. One of the key reasons we would do that is so that the defense attorney would see those photographs, and now it might prompt them to go ahead and start negotiating your case. Why? Because now they'll see how severe your injuries are. Now that they can actually see for themselves what problems you have. You know, during the course of your lawsuit, you are going to have to give testimony, pre-trial testimony, to answer the defense attorney's questions about what happened to you. And in addition, the attorney will want to know what injuries you have because of whatever the doctor did wrong. And now, if you go ahead and explain what injuries you have, they're going to say, okay, great, you've now painted word pictures for me, but I can't see what type of injuries you had. By any chance, do you happen to have photographs that showed exactly the sequence of your injuries from the time it happened all the way up till now? And of course you say, yes, of course I do. If you've got hundreds of pictures on your phone, now it's somewhat awkward to go ahead and show it to him during the middle of your deposition. The better practice is that you share them with your attorney before your deposition. Your attorney can then disclose that and get a copy of it to the defense attorney before you are questioned. And now the defense lawyer can go ahead and ask you lots of questions about them. Who took these photographs? Where were they taken? What did they show? Explain to me what you were feeling when you took this photograph. What does this indicate? Was there anybody else in the room at the time? Who else took these photographs? To establish the injuries that you have, how these injuries have affected you, and it is critically important that if you want to use those photographs to show how bad off your injuries really are, we are required, and you should disclose that information as early as possible. So why do I share this great information with you? I share it with you just to give you a sense of what really happens in these medical malpractice cases here in New York. You know, I recognize you likely have questions or concerns about your own matter. Well, if your matter did happen here in New York, but you have not yet started a lawsuit and are thinking of doing so, but still have questions that need to be answered, what I invite you to do is pick up the phone and call me. You know, I answer questions like yours every single day, and I'd love to chat with you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at Oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a wonderful day.